Good day, everyone. Aliii here from Safi Financial Network. Today is November 18, 2024. Here's another daily analysis. All right, starting with S&P 500. This is 4 hours chart, and as you know, we come up with the analysis just over the weekend, and we mentioned this area could be a potential for a bounce, and market will have a bounce potentially to this 5900, 5960. So that's going to be kind of like the short setup that you are waiting for. And today, market just went up nicely, just at 20 points for S&P 500. And just going back up to 58.94. However, this pattern is forming kind of like a W pattern in a 4 hours chart, and we are just forming a bullish consolidation here. The reason that I'm just focusing on the short term, because I believe that this is kind of like a short-term bounce, and this is the level that we are looking for those ones who want to go with a long setup. They can just put their stop loss here below Friday low, and you can just get in here because that's going to be a good risk to reward. I believe market can go all the way up, maximum target to 59.60. Then we are looking for a reversal for getting back into a short position. So that's going to be kind of like the scenario that I'm looking at. If we see kind of like a breakthrough, strong breakthrough to the upside, that short actually is not validate at all. So we are just getting back to new all-time high. But right now, I would say market is starting to show weakness, at least for a weekly chart, weekly perspective, and that the short setup can trigger here with a stop loss above this line, which is new all-time high, and there are lots of targets down low. You will see that. So it's going to be a good risk reward, at least for a low size position. Moving on to Nasdaq, which is the same scenario. Here is the 4 hours chart for Nasdaq. Nasdaq just a nice rally to the upside. This is kind of like the W pattern, like ascending W pattern here is forming, and we are just forming a bullish consolidation. If this consolidation forms properly, the next target is going to be the supply area. But if we see another surge to the upside, we can get to 20,921. So this is the area that I'm just looking for short. The stop loss is going to be obviously above new all-time high, but this is going to be a perfect risk to reward scenario for a short setup. I believe that if it goes down, you're going to see at least ABC down, a corrective move to this area, which is going to be a November low or election. Actually, the hype to the upside, or kind of like the bottom that's market just to form at the beginning of the November, which is 19,970. So this is the scenario that I'm looking at for Nasdaq. Moving on to, let me go to US 30, which is Dow Jones. Dow, this is daily chart. So market just going down today. Dow didn't have a bounce. I believe Dow can go down even lower before a bounce. And this is kind of like the weakness that I'm just seeing within the market. So at 42,900, 950, that could be the area that we are looking for. Some people are saying we may see a bounce somewhere around here just because this is the previous high. If there is going to be a potential, but I would say we may see even deeper corrective move before the next bounce forms another lower high. So if it forms a lower high, then we can see a sell-off. This is going to be the very, very important scenario, which is going to be 48,800. If we get below this, that's going to be kind of like a deeper correction for Dow Jones is coming down the road. Moving on to gold, which perfectly matched with our expectation. Fantastic rally to the upside for a short term. So this is the scenario that we were looking for, and gold just getting back to the upside nicely. We got into small long position here at this area, and sure enough, so we nailed it. We nailed the bottom. Right now it's 26.12, and I believe that gold can go higher for a short term, because that was kind of like a very oversold condition. Right now, it's just getting back to the upside. I see some analysts, they're saying gold can get to new all-time high before the next corrective move, but I'm not in that camp. I'm in that camp that we are just forming a very nice QM pattern. And if we get to this supply area, somewhere around 2654 to 2700, then we should see some kind of like a sell-off again initiate to the downside. So we will see. Again, we are not forecasting. We're just looking for odds and opportunities down the road and some kind of like a trade idea down the road to see if it goes. But right now, I would say gold can continuing the upside move, at least for a short term. Moving on to silver, good bounce today, not a bad session. This is a weekly chart. Let me go to daily chart here. So silver daily chart, we just got a nice bounce, and silver can go higher to top of this white range bar. And this is the supply area that I am seeing here, $32.50. I would say that's the area that I'm looking at for a potential intermediate top for silver, and it can go lower. If it goes back down to the lower side, it can just go lower and deeper to the downside. And my ideal scenario, as I said, $25 to $26 per ounce. Moving on to crude, which had a fantastic move to the upside today. So crude just surviving above this 67 and getting back to $69. So right now, still a pattern is not triggered, and I know that if it goes below 65, that's going to be very, very sharp decline to 61. But after Friday's session, I thought that, okay, this is going to trigger the crude to the downside. But today, we just see geopolitical tensions again escalating to the upside, and the crude just a 3% to the upside today. So if it goes above 70 to 67, so that's the area that we are looking for. If it goes above 70 to 67, we can see a tackle to this trend line. So there are lots of resistance actually down the road for crude, but if all of them break through to the upside, that would be a huge run for crude. So we don't know exactly what would be the catalyst. Usually a very big, important fundamental reason behind that. That's going to be geopolitical tensions, and hopefully that doesn't happen. But seems like crude just after Joe Biden just allow Ukraine use their American missiles against Russia. So this means we are kind of like getting into more escalation down the road in that area. Seems like the geopolitical tensions, the media shifted from Middle East to Ukraine again after a while, and this is not good, folks. Everywhere is just having some tensions, and media can just maneuver from one area to another, which is very unfortunate in this time. But this is the main reason for crude just getting back to the upside. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin as usual. Bitcoin just forming a bullish consolidation here. It's just getting back to the upside. This is very small. I thought that this is going to be ending diagonal for a corrective move to here. I sold off half or 50% of my position in Bitcoin. I keep the rest actually for long run, because I believe that Bitcoin movement is not over. But I would say if BIT is getting back to the upside, there are lots of good kind of like a potential for even above 100K. So this bullish consolidation is gonna be at the start for another rally, potentially the same scale like this. And from 70 to 90, that's going to be 1,000, 20,000. And let's say another 20,000 from here. So it's going to be 90 to 110, which is going to be this area. So I know lots of people are saying this is already overbought. I know, but if it consolidates, this means it's going to go higher. Ethereum, the same, just a pullback to this 3,043 and getting back to the upside right now. If it goes above this pivot, obviously we are getting to 3,600 for a major resistance here. Bond yield just getting back to the downside today after a surge to the upside. So bond yield is getting back to the upside. It's kind of like giving a bond brief for now. This is ending diagonal. This is a crazy oversold, a weekly chart oversold, and this is due for a bounce. And if it bounces, it can go easily above a 94 to 96, but above that, it's going to be lots of resistance. So let's just put it in our chart. There is going to be a potential scenario for a rally to the upside. And the first target is going to be obviously 93.08. And the second one is going to be this area, which is 94.83. And the third target is going to be this gap field somewhere around 95.56. I believe that if Treasury goes back above 91 $13. That's gonna just pave its way for $93 and $94 down the road. So we'll see how it goes. VIX is down today after a rally to the upside today. So VIX 3% down. DXY is down as well. So DXY seems like this is kind of like the rollover, or it's just a pullback to this broken trend line. So we will see. But the pullback is going to be a feasible scenario, at least for short term. If it goes deeper, it can just have like a fake, breakout to the upside, which I believe it is not a fake breakout. So far, Dixie hold up very well, and we'll see how it goes. But this chart is due for corrective move. Magma indicator just going down, going up $6 today. Apple just getting back to the upside after drop. This is kind of like a bear flag. Still, it can go higher, but I'm not sure if it gets to the all-time high. Amazon going down today. This is one of the minor stocks in big techies that are going down today, ended up negative. Meta just getting back to the upside, but it is not strong candle. Still 32 cents up. Microsoft 76 cents up. All of them just managed positive, but not as strong like Google. Google actually strongly reversing back to the upside nicely. $2.81 up. Netflix, fantastic surge to the upside, new all-time high, almost 2.80% to the upside. And Tesla, $18 up as well. So Tesla 338. Tesla get back to the upside, but this is kind of like a doji bar. I would say even if it goes higher, there's going to be a potential for a next drop to the downside. Semiconductors, they were kind of like a positive, except Nvidia. We will get to that one, but SMH just a gap down, getting back to the upside. This is bullish structure, by the way. Stocks as well, so gap down, getting back to the upside. Taiwan Semiconductor, the same. AMD just the 3% to the upside. And after Friday low, seems like AMD is getting back to the upside. I'm still looking for this area for a great buying opportunity. So we will see if AMD gives us potential to here or not. NVIDIA going down today, but ended up kind of like buyers are coming back. Wednesday is going to be earning. We may see a good earning, but I don't know if it's gonna make all the market happy or not. So market expecting lots of growth from this name, but this name has a huge run to the upside, pretty close to the all-time high. But Nvidia can have a choppy day as well, especially Wednesday afterwards. Texas Instrument 3% to the upside after again Ukraine. This one is relating to geopolitical tensions because it's providing all the military equipment. This is monopoly for analog, and their analog is the best for military. So that's why it's getting back to the upside 3%. Lam Research, after Friday's session, it goes back up, not as strong though. So we'll see if it's gonna just get back to the upside, or this is gonna be just a pullback to this broken trend line for a next sell-off to the downside. Moving on to the banking sector, XLF managed positive today, but KBE actually goes down. KRE goes down as well. JP Morgan 28 cents down after hitting nominal new all-time high. Sellers took control. Goldman Sachs $5.55 down. Bank of America 3 cents down. Wells Fargo 25 cents down. And there are lots of the banks actually are doing good during Trump's administration, but they're overbought already. So they're stretched. They need to have a corrective move to the downside. Moving on to the gold miners, GDX just getting back to the upside after gold is hitting the short-term bottom. So these ones are oversold as well. They're due for a corrective move to the upside. I mean, like a corrective rally, and 4% to the upside. Pretty good, actually, rally to the upside. GDXJ gold miners, junior gold miners, 4.92% to the upside. AEM 4.21%. Newmont 3.49%. Franco-Nevada 3.96% to the upside even after hours. It goes positive. So Newmont actually is forming a bottom, and we may see some kind of like buyers are coming back. So we'll see. Franco-Nevada the same. So this is very waterfall to the downside, just going below all these lows, and after just hitting this low, getting back to the upside. Very volatile. Gold Barrick 55 cents up, getting back above $17. Moving on to my favorite sector these days, energy. So energy XLE rocketing up to the upside, another $26 gain. XOP, the same pattern here, going higher. OIH getting back to the upside, $3.38 up. Good pattern here. Exxon as well. So this is a bullish consolidation, $1 up. And Chevron just a negative today, but looking at the pattern is pretty good. So this is kind of like very important at a very, very important level. Chevron is just forming a bullish consolidation. So 160, this is a crazy 61. This is a crazy resistance here. If it breaks through, everyone needs to keep an eye on this pivot, which is 164. If it gets above 164, a pullback could be a fantastic buying opportunity, because if you haven't seen my energy analysis, and make sure watch the video. The name is Trump and Crude. So in that video, I just mentioned that why I'm looking for energy sector to be outperformer, especially for the next 6 months or so. So we will see how it goes. All right, folks, I finished for today. If you have any question, please make sure put your comment down there and smash the like button. I'm sure that when you watch this video until here, you'll like this video. So please smash the like button. Have a fantastic evening. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.